Howdy guys, welcome back to Hide and Seek 2 Stranger. For this video, we're going to be doing floor number 2 with Priscilla, which is going to be a little bit more difficult than the first floor. But that first floor was a breeze. It was extremely easy. And then this is also not going to be as difficult as, say, floor 2 with Dorothy. It's the same map, but not nearly as hard of puzzles. In fact, floor number 2 with Dorothy was one of the hardest in the whole series, in my opinion. I had a lot of trouble with that floor, so... Anyways, the first thing you want to do is come in this room right up here. Now, like I've said before, you don't really have to go in any particular order. You can actually go grab a couple items first, but I'll just get this taken care of. Vincent? No. How did you know that name? Well, tell me. Is there any reason to talk to you? You cheeky boy, I will kill you! Here we go with the father of the year trying to kill poor Priscilla. Is this the people from the Damien family? Give it a try. So right here, there is a little bit of a chase scene, but it gives you plenty of time. So just get out of the way. And then you can go to the left, but that's not going to stop him from chasing you if you come back. You really want to come in this room first. And you have 10 seconds. And what you want to do, yeah, talk to the picture. This is rear side, and you're able to hide behind it. It says, what? Where are you? Huh? Already arrive at? Shit. So after that's done, he's not going to chase you for the rest of this level. He's done. So now that we got that taken care of, talk to this guy right here. The gloves for bird catching fall out slightly, so this creepy doll is going to give you some bird catching gloves. And they do call it bird catching gloves for a reason. By the way, just to reminisce, this room in Hide and Seek 1 is the creepiest room in any Tap 'em Soft level. It is so bad. They did a really good job on it. But anyways, so the next thing to do is now we have the gloves, and there's a couple items to grab. So come right over here in this room. And as far as I know, this is the room with that weird puzzle for all those gems that you had to rearrange in a certain order. I think we don't have access at all with with Priscilla. Unless we have to come back later, but for clearing this level, we never have to go in there. So talk to this junk right here, and there's going to be a bucket. And I think there's something else to grab. Let me just talk to this. There's a mark. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm thinking of a different item. So we have the 2 items we need. And I hate to do it, I really do. This poor peacock. I've killed it more times than I've wanted to, but we got to kill it one more time. So put the gloves on, snap its neck open, it's going to start bleeding. You know what? It's actually killed me before, so now we're even. So just take the bucket and get some blood, and you are good to go. Now we have the item, which is bucket, which is holding blood. And you know what? Just in case, let me save. There is a couple places you could die on this level. The first one being the chase scene, but that one's pretty easy to avoid. Some of the other chase scenes, I mean, they're right behind you. Let's just save in file number 1. But there is a couple other places you could die, so just be ready and make sure to save a lot. So when I was playing through, I got a little bit stuck right here because you're stuck with the bucket of blood, you don't know what to do with it, and what I thought to do, what I was trying to do is I tried to dump it on the piano, and then I tried to dump it on the peacock and tried a couple other things, some of the statues, but the next on the list was trying to dump it on these pictures. This middle one right here is particularly creepy. But anyways, this picture right here, it's the devil. And what I thought that was a picture of was it's him singing. That's like a microphone. That's just what I went to because that's all I could think of. But as it turns out, it's actually a straw going to that cup, which just blew my mind. And if you talk to him after drinking blood, it acts crazy. It seems too drunk. So that, I think it unlocked the door. It did something. Let me save just in case here. And the next thing to do is, let me see here, bucket. Oh, so here's the item I was missing. If you talk to this first picture, it's going to give you a pen. So take that, and then the next thing to do is come right down here to this room. And there's nothing really here. All these books, they give you a little bit of information on some piano stuff, but I don't think it's relevant. It could be maybe in the future, but for now it is irrelevant. And then keep in mind, score with blood everywhere, there's these two trash bins right here. There is written something on the corner. Whatever you do for 10 hours per day, the skill will improve. That's probably why I'm good at video games. Or actually why I'm pretty good at sleeping. So the next thing to do is if you talk to this book right here, it says score which holds empty sides, just write in it and it's going to give it to you. And then the next thing to do, which is pretty obvious, is you got to go put this in the piano. So one thing, before we proceed to, there's one thing I want to talk about. All throughout this level, there's a couple of these around. I could see something between cracks. Now, I don't know if I had the butterfly knife. Right now I have the gun. I don't know if I'd be able to pry those out because as of now, I don't know what these do or if it leads to another ending. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'll mess around with it in between videos and I'll talk more about it in the future. So anyways, here we are at the piano. Just put the score in and it's going to start playing music. And right here we have a picture of Priscilla and who I think is Gwen. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't show the side of his face with the scar, but I'm pretty sure that's Gwen. So they're starting to tie a little bit together as far as the storyline goes. Like the sound of a door opening somewhere. So now that that's done, let me see here. Score, put in piano. Okay, so the next thing to do, that just to open a door that's going to be right up here. It was off access until now, but if you come in here, there's two things to grab. First, talk to this picture. Girl in the picture holds something, and that's going to give you a clock. And then, again, if you talk to this picture, which is driving me crazy, I could see something between the cracks. And I just don't know what that does. If it does anything, it might be a red herring. So talk to the statue. Goddess of Justice holds a sword. Take it with you, and now that we have that, so if you take a look at this item, it says it has the ability to stop time. Oh, you know what? If you hear the music right now, it's kind of turned into that creepy Saw music sound. I think if you go this way, you get crushed by boulders. It might not be right now, but I know if you walk that way at one point in the game, it does crush you by boulders, but it's a big loop. I'm not going to worry about chancing it, so we'll just take the long way. But anyways, that item we got, the clock, it says it has the ability to stop time. And what that means is we've always had access to go in this room right here, but if we've gone in before having that clock, that big bat thing just pops out and kills you immediately. So now that we have this, it's not going to do it. And I don't know if you have to have it equipped or not. In fact, I don't think you have to have it equipped because you have to change pieces of equipment anyway. So there's nothing else to do. All these boxes, they don't carry anything right now. But what you want to do is cut this thing's eye out. Eye of the bat falls down. And then you have 5 seconds to get the hell out of there. So get out as soon as you can. And then, I don't know if you can hear this. Yeah, it is screaming bloody murder, just screaming its head off. So I do not want to go back in there, but actually we can't go back in there. It's locked, and it's going to be locked for the rest of the level. So the next thing to do, it is blocked. Okay, so we have to go back to one of the pictures. And if you notice, that picture in the middle was missing both of its eyes. This thing right here too. Circle bead, spear. I could put something in it, but we played with that puzzle with Glenn plenty. We went and putting stuff in and out of it, that glass bead. I don't know if there's anything I can ever do with this for Priscilla, but we'll just play it by ear. Again, I'll play around with it in between videos. So let me see. What do I have to do now? So let me just check my inventory. Okay, I've got the soul stone and yeah, the eye of the giant bat. So equip this. And I think it's right here. So if you walk any further to the left, it's going to crush you with boulders. So if you talk to this giant who wants red eyes, give it the eyes, and for whatever reason, it's going to spit out a hammer. And it's pretty obvious what to do with the hammer as well. Go back in this room, put the hammer on, and smash this statue right here. And that's going to give you the body, another body, of course. That's all I wanted, is another body. And then on top of that, too, yeah, it's covered in blood, of course. So this part right here, this is where I got stuck as well. And probably not for the same reason that you're thinking. If you come in this room, like I said, talk to these two things right here, it's going to give you the arm of the doll, and it's going to give you the leg of the doll. Now, I thought I was going to have to find another arm and another leg to complete everything, but that's not the case. That's all you need. So I spent a lot of time looking throughout the level trying to find these things, but that's all you have to get. It's just the arm, the leg, and the body, and then just give all three of them to this doll right here. Which I was 95% sure this thing was going to start chasing me. But it's actually one of the pieces of equipment. Well, equipment. It's one of the things that Priscilla lost to the devil in that bed, or whatever they were doing. So now Priscilla has it back. And if you take a look at the item itself, it says something like, White Rabbit Doll, one of Priscilla's stuff, which was taken by Sue. So once you leave this room, take a look at this. Suddenly the front of sight changes red, so it's going to be that creepy buzzing music again. But as far as I know, nothing else can kill you in this level, so let me just save, and that's pretty much it for the level. There's no key, just walk to the stairs and you're good to go. So that is it for this video then, and I'm definitely back invested in this game. I want to get to the bottom of this and figure out what the hell is going on. I'm going to do a little bit of research in between videos, well, just playing around with different endings, and I'm going to try to use the butterfly knife on those walls, see if I can get something out of them. And I don't know, this might be the last video for the next video. Meaning that this might be the last floor and there's only one ending with Priscilla. I don't know. But I'll probably be posting this in the next couple days, a week at the latest. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and thank you for watching.